Hello, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a collective reading for Scorpio for the bottom half of June 2023, June 16th to the 30th, encompassing the summer solstice, which is heavily charged energy frequency here. Now, this is the Scorpio collective for the frequency I'm tapped into. So as long as you have Scorpio in your birth chart, or you could be cross-watching for your favorite Scorpio person, that's absolutely a-okay. And because all my readings are timeless as well, whenever you click on this reading was meant to find you. All right, so let's ask Spirit for clear and concise message here for Scorpio. Clear and concise message here, Spirit. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed, so grateful. Thank you, thank you. And thank you so much, Scorpio, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. Now we will ask for the greatest and highest good of Scorpio here. Please protect me and Scorpio as we channel this message. Thank you so much. Let's see, what do we have here for Scorpio? Scorpio, clear and concise message. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles. My hair getting stuck. Lots of pentacles. Okay. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Spirit, what's with the Nine of Pentacles? We have the Three of Wands reverse. Why is the Five of Pentacles in reverse? The Sun in reverse. Why is the Two of Pentacles here, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles. And then why is the Six of Wands in reverse? Six of Swords in upright. And why is the Knight of Cups here in reverse? So the Knight of Cups in reverse. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Bottom of the deck energy, we have Strength, which is Leo. I see heavy Leo presence here with the Sun and the Strength. And that's about all I'm seeing here. Now, let's pull an oracle card before we get into your reading. Beautiful Scorpio. What sort of energy frequency is Scorpio embracing here for this time period, Spirit? So, we have Merkaba. This came out this is the third time this is coming out for the collective. So, Merkaba, the frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to the Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Highest purpose. Okay, Scorpio, beautiful. Let's pull another card here before we get into your intuitive reading here. What sort of energy frequency is Scorpio embracing here for this period? Soul time. Holy, that's deep. 40. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. And I just got goosebumps. That is absolutely beautiful. I've never seen this card. Soul time asks us to allow the possibility of new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Wow, this is pretty intense here, Scorpio. Of course it is, because it's Scorpio reading, but I feel like there is some energy around you that is just really surreal. And I feel like, and this could be in the collective here because this was, Taurus got this heavily, I feel, well, it came through quite a bit here, but it's like you tapping into some other dimension here, and it could be your 5D, it could just be some download, some dimension, some thing here that you're feeling on a deep soul level, okay? And it's always the battle of what we're feeling and recognizing here, but then being able to kind of bring it forward in this earthly plane. And I feel like because there's a bunch of pentacles here, there's like a need to get practical about something here that has kind of been tossing around or kicking about in your mind or coming to you through dimensions, yeah, it's kind of like blocked, or at least it's been trapped in your energetic field, but not being able to fully manifest or being able to, it like goes beyond this 3D world here, okay? Which, I mean, sounds really ethereal here, but that's exactly what I'm feeling. And so there's a need to kind of be able to bring this into allowing you to serve your higher purpose here, okay? But it's how do we incorporate all of this energy into a higher purpose? Yeah, I think that's really what it is, because this is really intense, and whatever you're experiencing or knowing to be true or understanding here is very powerful. But I mean, we have the limitations of being here on Earth, so I feel there is some sort of need to recognize how to be practical about things. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card, which again is the Leo, but it is all about self. This is self-control. This is us facing our fears. This is us being able to use our willpower and our control to kind of navigate or be able to face whatever we need to face here. So if we're held back by a fear or something that we, I feel like there's something in between this sort of a dimension, this soul dimension, this knowing, this higher spiritual realm that you're really tuned into. And then I feel like there's something kind of not allowing, or has not been allowing you to really face whatever you need to face in order to kind of allow it to flow to the practical realm here, okay? But I feel like that's changing, okay? I see here with the Nine of Pentacles, this is all about being successful in this practical world, finances, wealth, stability, whatever you need kind of in a practical way to support your success is around you. And I feel this is your energy here. So it is beautiful, because I feel like you're in a position here to really support and blow out whatever energy spiritually is coming to you through your world. Okay, I think you have an ability to do something here that maybe a lot of people aren't able to, because they either lack the tools in this earthly plane or ability to do so. Like, you might have the platform, you might have the home or location or the job that you're able to do this, okay? That you're able to do this. And then I think this might mean you abandoning something here. Okay, so I'm getting a really strong message here for you guys, Scorpio, that you might be still be of an energy here that is hanging on to or not understanding, or for some of you guys, not all of you guys, but the power that you actually have here is greater than a lot of other people to make something happen that needs to happen from a spiritual realm that provides a greater purpose here to the collective. And I feel like you are potentially needing to face this, and you might face this this challenge here. And this challenge is letting go of the unhealthy ego part of it, or a side of you here that might have was hoping to move in a certain direction here for yourself for the future, but you're having to really release, if that means quitting your job, if that means moving homes, if that means supporting something here on a physical plane that allows you to speak your piece or get into this sort of a position that I think you're able to get into in order to bring in from another dimension here an energy that is aligned with truth, and it helps the collective. So I hope this makes sense, but I feel like your reading here is very much like you have this hidden knowledge or this information here that you're able to bring forward, but it means abandoning something here. Okay, but I think it's for your greatest good, although, I mean, it never feels good when you have to maybe quit on something, or maybe you don't quit, but you kind of shift out of wherever you were planning on or whatever you were preparing for, and you turn your back on a situation. But I feel like this helps, right? And I feel like by doing this, you might not have all the answers, okay, because the Sun in reverse is still needing to get clear on some stuff, but it's like further clarity will be provided, and you'll have joy kind of coming up, because the Sun will be rising here. But I feel like this doesn't really stop you, because I feel like you have some sort of hidden information, or you have an ability to tap into some sort of dimension here, which allows you to know and to trust that if you were to walk away or move forward, that eventually you'd be provided some sort of clarity. And so I think for this period in June, you guys are kind of going back and forth, or potentially trying to figure out how to pull it off in a practical way here. Okay, but I do feel like you do, because there is a new beginning here in a practical way, and you have this idea, and it's no longer just a thought in your mind they're kind of going back and forth about. I feel like you're actually like, okay, this is where I need to plant this seed here. How do I now plant this? How do I move this forward? You're no longer deciding should I or shouldn't I. You're acknowledging this energy around you, your ability to be very successful in a practical way, or having, like I said, the home, the job, the location, the whatever you need to make something, bring something to this collective. And then you recognize, your need to depart, or your need to put an end to something here that maybe you didn't want to, or that maybe was kind of holding you back in some way. But now you're just contemplating, like, how do I move forward with this idea, with this seed, and I feel like you're letting go of any sort of, if something seemed like it was showing you as being successful, or showing you as winning, or making you appear as you were successful in some way, I feel like you're moving away from what that appears like, because I feel like you're kind of coming into an awareness that perception of other people, or what seems to be victorious to others, might not necessarily mean that you're winning. Okay, so if, let's say, for example, we go through something where we quit our job, and we have to live in our van down by the river, people might think, okay, well, why would so-and-so do that? They had a nice corporate job, or they had a position here. And we recognize that, whatever people are perceiving as being victorious isn't necessarily the truth. And I feel you're moving away from that mental thought, because you have some sort of understanding here from some other dimension here of what the truth actually is. And it can't be really touched at this time until we either go through some sort of sacrifice, or align an energy in order to birth something here. And it's requiring this type of an energy that I feel like you understand, but it does take courage, and it takes you embracing some sort of energy here to face that and to pull the trigger. But I feel you do, and I feel like it does put a stop to things here. Okay, I feel like what Spirit really wants to hit home here is that if love doesn't feel like it's coming in, the creative project doesn't feel like it's coming in, things don't feel like they're moving forward, it is because you're aligning and moving out of some idea here of what is success and what isn't. And the environment around you is calibrating, and it's calibrating in a way that's going to reflect where you're actually shining here. And I don't think it's caught up to you spiritually, or this sixth sense of dimension here that you're experiencing, because there's a knowing. So it's almost like you act in a knowing, and knowing that, the sun is coming and clarity is coming, and you're wanting a new beginning here. Okay, but I feel like it is putting a stop to some stuff here that just doesn't move forward anymore. But I feel like this is stuff that you're not aligned with anyway. Okay, so I think this is the first step, is like putting an end to whatever you're investing in a creative way, or whatever relationships you kind of had here, or putting an end to dedicating yourself to something that wasn't really leading you to a source of happiness, because a real victory isn't had here. I feel like you understand a real victory isn't had here, and you're embracing moving away, and you're just kind of now saying, well, okay, I know I need to live in a van down by the river. That's just an example, okay? But how do I now logically or physically in this world make whatever that is happen for myself? Because I think now you're focused on the right thing, although it feels like it's a step back, but I do feel like you're coming out of this cold, okay? Because I feel like you can only go so far in this matrix. And I feel like it eventually will just get stale, and it'll stump you, and you're coming out of that. Like, you don't want to be in this matrix or hit your cap in this matrix. You feel like, yeah, you could be successful here, in this physical plane, but you understand that the true success here, the true victory, what you really want here is to be in line with your soul, in line with whatever information, knowledge you have on a greater level here. And not everyone has the courage to follow that. Not everyone has the courage to be true to themselves, to face whatever fears they have, because they might feel like, you know, is it wrong to be successful in that sort of a way where people are perceiving me as not being successful because I had to, you know, sacrifice a piece of my practical self or give up something that I was potentially very successful at, and it built an empire for myself, but I'm willing to risk or contemplate what my next move is here, and a lot of people don't have the willpower to do this, okay? But I do feel like you guys, Scorpio, probably the most powerful reading I've done in a while here. Absolutely beautiful. I hope this resonated. Some of you guys are probably like, don't know what this chick's talking about, but I think some of you guys do. And leave a comment, leave a like. See you guys soon. Bye.